The Lion's Whisker, a tale of love and wisdom. There lived a woman named Amina. Amina loved her husband, Kofi, deeply. They had once been very close, but over time, Kofi had become distant and cold. Amina was heartbroken and didn't know what to do to bring back the warmth and love they once shared. Desperate for a solution, Amina went to see a wise healer who lived at the edge of the village. The older, an old woman named Nana, listened carefully to Amina's struggles. After a moment of thought, Nana said, "If you wish to regain your husband's affection, you must bring me a whisker from a lion." Amina was shocked and frightened. "A whisker from a lion? How can I possibly do that?" she asked. Nana smiled kindly. "With patience and gentleness, my dear. Only then can you accomplish this task." Determined to save their marriage, Amina set out into the wilderness where the lions roamed. She carried with her a small bag of meat and waited near a spot where she had heard lions often came to rest. She hid behind a large bush and watched. Day after day, Amina returned to the same spot, leaving pieces of meat and quietly waiting. She stayed hidden, never approaching the lions directly. Slowly, the lions began to notice the meat and grew accustomed to her presence. They came closer and closer, but she remained still and patient. After many days, a large lion with a golden mane approached Amina. This lion was the leader of the pride, and he was wary of her. Amina's heart pounded, but she kept calm, speaking softly to the lion. "I mean you no harm, great lion. I only wish to be your friend." The lion watched her carefully, but sensing no threat, he relaxed and began to eat the meat she had brought. Amina continued this ritual for several weeks, each day moving a little closer to the lion. She spoke to him gently, her voice filled with kindness and respect. One day, as the lion ate from her hand, Amina knew the moment had come. With a deep breath, she reached out and gently plucked a whisker from the lion's muzzle. The lion looked at her, but did not growl or pull away. Instead, he seemed to understand her intention, continued to eat calmly. Amina thanked the lion with all her heart and hurried back to the village to see Nana. She handed the healer the precious whisker. Nana examined it and looked at Amina with a knowing smile. "You have shown great patience and gentleness. These are the very qualities needed to restore your relationship with Kofi." Amina took Nana's words to her heart and returned home. She began to show the same patience and gentleness with Kofi that she had shown the lion. She listened to him, spoke kindly, and gave him his space when he needed it. Slowly, Kofi began to open up, and the warmth in the relationship started to return. Just when Amina thought things were getting better, a twist came. He revealed a secret he had been keeping. He had lost his job and felt like a failure. It was why he had grown distant. Amina's heart ached for her husband, but she knew this was a chance to show her love and support. Amina assured Kofi that they would face the challenges together. She used the patience and gentleness she had learned to help him find new opportunities. They worked together, and over time, Kofi found a new job, and their bond grew stronger than ever. Through this experience, Amina and Kofi learned that true love is about being patient, gentle, and supportive, especially during tough times. Their relationship flourished, and they became even closer, understanding that the strength of their love could overcome any obstacle. And so, Amina's journey to find the lion's whisker not only brought back her husband's affection, but also taught them both the enduring power of patience and gentleness in love. Amina and Kofi's renewed bond brought joy and harmony to their home. However, their happiness was soon put to the test. One day, Kofi received a letter from a distant relative who lived in another village. The relative was gravely ill and needed help urgently. Kofi felt compelled to go, but Amina was hesitant, fearing they might lose the closeness they had just regained. Despite her fears, Amina encouraged Kofi to go, knowing it was the right thing to do. They promised to write letters to each other every day to keep their connection strong. Kofi set off on this journey, leaving Amina alone for the first time in months. Days turned into weeks, and Amina faithfully wrote to Kofi, but she received no replies. Worry ground at her heart, wondered if something had happened to Kofi, or if he had forgotten about her. One evening, as she sat by the fire, she heard a faint knock at the door. Her heart leaped, hoping it was Kofi, but instead, she found a stranger with a letter. The stranger introduced himself as Kwame, a friend of Kofi's relative. "I have come to deliver a message," Kwame said, handing her the letter. Amina opened it with trembling hand, read Kofi's words, explaining that he had been unable to write because the journey had been more perilous than expected. He reassured her of his love and promised to return soon. Kwame stayed with him another night and talked about Kofi and the challenges he was facing. Kwame told her about the dangers of the journey and how Kofi had risked his life to save his relative. Amina's respect and love for Kofi grew even deeper, but she couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. The next day, Amina decided to take matters into her own hands. She packed the bag and asked Kwame to guide her to the village where Kofi was. Kwame agreed, and together they set off on a journey filled with uncertainty and danger. As they traveled through dense forests and across raging rivers, Amina showed remarkable courage and determination. Along the way, they encountered wild animals and treacherous paths. What Amina thought was only of Kofi and their love. Kwame admired her strength and became more determined to help her unite with her husband. One night, as they camped out under the stars, Kwame revealed his secrets. "Amina, there is something you should know. Kofi with the thief is not just sick, he is cursed. An evil Soria placed the curse on him, and Kofi has been trying to break it." Amina was shocked. "Why didn't Kofi tell me?" "He didn't want to worry you," Kwame explained, "but he needs your help to break the curse." Korea demanded a real flower that only blooms on the highest mountain. Kofi has been searching for it, but he has not been successful. Amina's determination grew stronger. "We must find this flower and help Kofi." The next day, They continued their journey to the mountain. The climb was steep and dangerous. Amina's love for Kofi drove her forward. They faced many challenges, including a fierce storm that nearly swept them off the mountain. But through it all, Amina remained resolute. Finally, they reached the peak and found a rare flower glowing under the moonlight. Amina carefully picked the flower, feeling a sense of triumph and relief. They hurried back to the village, where they found Kofi weak and exhausted, but still fighting for his relative's life. When Amina saw Kofi, heart thrilled with love and pride, she rushed to his side, and together they used the flower to break the curse. The relative recovered, and Kofi looked at Amina with tears in his eyes. "I knew you would come," whispered. Amina hugged him tightly. "We faced this together, just as we promised." But just as they were about to celebrate their victory, the evil courier appeared, furious that his curse had been broken. "You may have found the flower, but you will not leave here alive," he snarled. Amina, Kofi, and Kwame prepared to face courier, their hearts pounding with fear and determination. They knew that the strength of their love and unity would be tested once more in a final, decisive battle. The courier's dark magic filled with the air, and the ground trembled beneath them. Amina, Kofi, and Kwame stood their ground, ready to face this final challenge. The courier raised his staff, casting a powerful spell. But Amina, with a heart full of love and determination, stepped forward and spoke. "Your magic may be strong, but it cannot break the bond of love and trust we share," she declared, her voice unwavering. "We have faced dangers and overcome obstacles together. We have learned the value of patience, humility, hard work, and trust. These qualities make us stronger than any magic we may possess." This courier stated, taken aback by Amina's courage. In that moment, Kofi joined her, taking her hand. "Our love is our greatest strength," he said, his voice filled with conviction, "and it is something we cannot destroy." Kwame stood beside them, adding his voice, "Together, we are unbreakable." This courier's anger flattered, and his dark magic began to waver. The power of Amina and Kofi's love, bolstered by the qualities they have learned and embraced, was too strong for him to overcome. With a final, desperate cry, this courier magic shattered and disappeared into the night. As the air cleared, the village was filled with a sense of peace and relief. Amina and Kofi embraced their hearts beating as one. The villagers gathered around, witnessing the power of their love and unity. Kofi's relative, now fully recovered, thanked them both, his eyes filled with gratitude. Amina looked into Kofi's eyes, her heart overflowing with love. "We did this together," she said softly. "Through patience, humility, hard work, and trust, we have overcome every challenge." Kofi nodded, tears of joy in his eyes. "You taught me the true meaning of love, Amina. Our journey has shown me that with you by my side, we can face anything." They returned to their village, where they were welcome as heroes. A grand celebration was held, and the villagers danced and sang, honoring the love and bravery of Amina and Kofi. The couple's bond grew even stronger, and their story became a legend, inspiring others to value patience, humility, hard work, and trust in their own relationship. As the moon rose high in the sky, Amina and Kofi stood together, watching the stars. Our love has brought us through so much, Amina said, resting her head on Kofi's shoulder. And it will continue to guide us, Kofi replied, kissing her gently. For we have learned that true love is built on patience, humility, hard work, and trust. And so, Amina and Kofi lived happily, their hearts forever intertwined. Their story became a testament to the enduring power of love, a reminder that with the right qualities, any relationship could be restored and strengthened. Their village flourished, filled with the warmth and wisdom of their journey, and the legacy of their love lived on for generations to come. Folktales are rich in moral lessons and cultural heritage, often illustrating the values and wisdom of African communities. Thank you for joining us on this daily journey. To watch more captivating stories and stay updated, kindly subscribe to our channels. Don't forget to watch our videos, share them with your friends and family, like our content, and comment below with your thoughts and what you have learned from this tale. Your support helps us bring you more amazing stories and keeps our community striving.